Let's be civil, shall we? Please, have a seat.
Today is fine day in California. Huh? True.
Hello everybody, I'm here and I'm back, and today I'm gonna fix my camera again, and also I'm going to play some more Oblivion because it's Friday and it's the best day of the week. Yesterday we have managed to complete several quests for Imperial City, Coral, Chaden Hall, and today we're gonna continue on with doing the side quests. Today we're gonna do the Leowin and Skingrad as well, as the quest for Ninroots, Daedra quests, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I guess without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna set up some things. First I need to disable this, okay, and go to the mod organizer and launch Oblivion. Let's go. Let's go in game. Also totally forgot about setting something on my phone. Alright, so, Leowin. That's where we're gonna go right now. We're gonna lay the wind. Reveal, we already have done all the side quests. Leowin. West Gate. One thing at a time. Okay, let's see. What do we have on the list of the side quest of the Leowin? Mazoga the Orc, Count Mouse Corio. So it's gonna be in the castle Leowin, I assume. And it's pretty late right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna wait for 9 hours. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Castle Leowin. This is also where I killed that blasted captain. Ugh. Do I have to talk to the orc, or do I have to... Oh, hello. Do I have to talk to orc, or do I have to talk to the countess? Because it seems like the count is not even... Oh my god, everybody hates me.
The Count always says that Leowin stands alone, but your actions proved him wrong. Well done.
Indeed. Okay.
Farewell.
To do that quest, first I'm gonna probably have to talk to the orc. Oh, something on my screen.
Are you the Count?
No.
Then go away.
Well.
Well met.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait like one additional hour, maybe then the Count is going to appear. Now they both don't appear at all. Are you the Count?
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help you?
Service to Leowin.
I need your help. An orc named Mazoga here claims to be a knight, but will not reveal her business. Find out why she is here and report to me, and you will earn a reward suitable for those who serve Leowin.
Alright, anything else you can tell me about this current predicament?
Did you find out why the orc is here?
Not yet, but I will.
Then I await your report.
Very well.
Are you the Count?
The Count sent me.
The Count? Then I can talk to you. I'm Mazoga.
Okay, what can you tell me about yourself, Mazoga?
Yes, I'm an orc. I was born under a rock and I have no parents, so I don't need a family name.
Ghetto.
I guess you don't know how to talk to a knight, so I'll teach you. Say, yes, Sir Mazoga.
Fuck you, bitch. How about that? Sir, but you're clearly a lady. There's a sir and there's a lady.
I'm a knight, so say sir. Say yes, Sir Mazoga.
This question really pushes it, right? It really pushes it. Yes, Sir Mazoga.
All right, then. Just don't forget.
I already did. What about your knighthood?
I'm a free knight. I don't have a lord. You got a problem with that?
Well, you don't look like a knight. No, Sir Mazoga.
All right, then. There's an Argonian named Weebamna in town. Go get him for me.
Okay, what can you tell about Weebamna?
Do you know where Weebamna is? I hear he's a hunter, knows all about the woods around here.
Nope.
Then go find him. Tell him I want to see him right now. I'll meet him here.
Alright. Mazoga the Orc. Ugh, so... Sir Mazoga. Is that his house? Yep, that's his house. Alright, let's see. Mr. Weebamna, can we have a conversation?
Met. I'm Weebamna. What do you want?
There's this Mazoga the Orc that requires your presence.
I see. So an orc named Mazoga wants to see me, and she expects me to come to her? I don't know her. I'd be smart to ignore her. But I never learned anything by being smart, and you seem to be a right skipper. So I guess I'll have to go see what this is about. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to now follow Weebamna and see what it's all about. Oh yeah, let's not forget the Oblivion's famous walking speed. Every character needs to walk to their destiny. Is that for a second I thought it's a Nin route. Taking a little swim, eh? Yep. Just take a little swim. I mean, he's a Gorian, so he has built-in poison resistance, and also they can swim underwater infinitely. They have regular lungs, and they also have fins. Hello, BM. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Good to see you here.
What is it now?
Nothing of importance.
Oh,
You want to speak
Hello.
to me?
Hi there.
You are
something I can do
Weebamna?
for you?
The
Yes.
shield of the Crusaders.
I want to go to Fisherman's Rock. Where's that?
Fisherman's Rock is north of Leowin,
It
about
can't
6
be.
hours walk,
Yes.
on a point
Woodsy
of
Doodsy
land
runs a
on the
clean
eastern
establishment.
shore of the Nibbin.
She really hates it when people mess up
Take me
her
there.
place.
Now. I'm in a hurry.
Is a very
Why?
clean place.
That's my
Witsy
business.
Dootsy wouldn't have
Then,
it any other
if
way.
you won't tell me why,
Safe
I
travels.
won't take you anywhere.
Then to hell with you.
Jesus. Weebamna spoke with Mazoga. Perhaps now Mazoga will tell me what's going on.
Good luck with Mazoga.
I'm definitely gonna fucking need it.
She's got terrible manners.
She does.
Being her friend may be a lot of work, but my sniffer says she might be worth it.
So you say, okay.
Weebamna won't take me to Fisherman's Rock.
Okay, maybe I can help you with it?
Weebamna won't take me to Fisherman's Rock. You know where it is?
Yeah, no, I don't believe I do.
The Argonian said Fisherman's Rock is north of Leowin, on a point of land on the east shore of the Nibbin. Take me there. Now.
Why?
This guy, Mogan's Windshifter, he camps at Fisherman's Rock. So you take me there, and I talk to him, and then we see what happens. You hear me? I talked to him first. No smashing in his teeth or chopping off his head. Understand?
It's like talking, then smashing, chopping?
Could be. You know how it is. But not until I'm finished talking.
Okay, I understand. Follow me.
The Argonian says it's north of Leowin, about 6 hours walk on the east bank of the Niben. Let's get moving.
Alright, follow me then.
Get moving.
Get moving.
What are we waiting for?
French fries, that's what we're waiting for. North of Leo. Hey, I actually already went there. Fisherman's Rock. I didn't even realize that.
Remember
you sure?
me?
Remember
No.
me?
Who are you?
Okay, I'm gonna save the game just in case.
I'm Mazoga. You killed my friend Ravindra.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a lying bastard. You killed Ravindra, and now I'm going to kill you.
Mazoga spoke to Mogan's wind shifter, and then they started to fight. Mogan has his gang with him, so Mazoga needs some of my help.
I'll send your bloody souls.
Oh, what's the matter?
Mazoga is dead. I'll never know Mazoga's story. Hey, guess what?
I'm Mazoga. You killed my friend Ravindra.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We might need to switch this to the easiest
You
difficulty.
killed Ravindra, and now I'm going to kill you.
Really? Okay, I thought she was already dead.
Die. I'll hack you to pieces.
Can you like stop moving, please? Oh wait, actually this time we've managed to help her, good. At Fisherman's Rock, Mazoga got into a fight with 4 bandits. Now all bandits are dead. Now I must report to Marius Caro. But not before I'm gonna loot these guys, because they might have something good. Dagger Winter, that's already Pace.
I kept my oath. Mogan's Windshifter is dead.
Your oath to
Mogan's
who?
Windshifter had a gang. They robbed and killed travelers. But Ravindra saw and told the guards. Mogan's got away. But first he killed Ravindra. My best friend, Ravindra.
So all of it is because
That
you are
day,
mourning.
I became a knight and swore a knight's oath. I searched a long time and asked everyone. Then I finally heard he was hiding at Fisherman's Rock. So now you know everything. You helped me, and I won't forget. Take what you want from the dead. I came to keep my oath, and now I'm done.
I like this. I actually like this. She was pretty obnoxious at the beginning, but now I know why she was like this. It was her very weird way of mourning her lost friend. Mazoga's story.
When I saw my friend killed, I swore I'd be a true knight and right all wrongs. So now I gotta do some good deeds. I don't know much about being a knight, but I'm gonna learn. Say, you did me a good deed. You ought to be a real knight yourself.
There's a long list of what I already am. Let me heal her.
You're a pal.
Oh, that's a compliment. You're a pal. Alright, anyway. Alright, let me save the game, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get back to Count. So he may possibly give me a reward for this quest. That was a short quest. Very short quest, but I like it. Why is she still here?
What? I hope you've been successful.
Yes, I still see Mazoga here though. I don't know why, but I've done what she wanted to do.
Have you learned why the orc is here?
To avenge a murdered friend.
Such vengeance is a noble deed. Leowyn thanks you for your service, and I have a fitting reward for such noble deeds. I address my offer to you and your friend. Would you like to become knights errant?
Okay, what is the Knights Errant?
I have created a chivalric order of the White Stallion. Find and kill the leader of the Black Bow Bandits, the orc, named Black Brugo. If you succeed, I will bestow on both you and Mazoga the titles of Knights Errant of the White Stallion for your service to Leowyn.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Black Brugo?
The outlaw, Black Brugo, is a menace to County Leowyn. They call his marauders Black Bow Bandits because they use black bows. Find Black Brugo and execute him for his crimes, and I will make both you and your friend Mazoga Knights Errant of the White Stallion.
How shall we locate Black Brugo?
In her shadowy past, your friend Mazoga might have had contacts with outlaws. Ask her.
No, that's really weird to rightly assume that because Mazoga had a shady past, she would have immediate connection with the bandits, like immediate connection. Black Brugo.
What news do you have of Black Brugo?
I'm gonna get to it.
Then you'll be eager to be on your way.
Yep, I am.
Remember, a knight's title shall be your reward.
I'm in Leowyn. I didn't buy the soul gems and alchemy ingredients. Yeah, let's do that first. I totally forgot about it. Now, where was the Mages Guild? I definitely will recognize the building. Oh, I think there it is. Shopkeeper.
Guildmate.
I
Heard any news lately?
There she is.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Yeah, if you have any good alchemy ingredients, that would be amazing.
That's a good...
2 garlics. Definitely gonna need
You
them.
drive a hard... Pleasure.
Ham. Fortify endurance.
I wouldn't...
Restore strength.
Pleasure doing...
Resist poison. Ogre's teeth. I can
You
mix.
drive a
I can mix
hard
ogre
bargain.
teeth with the garlic, and that's gonna give me fortified strength.
That's a good... That's a good deal.
Watermelon. Okay, you don't have any books, but you have some soul gems, and am I gonna need some. You have 2 grand soul gems that are not even failed. Wowee. Wowee.
You drive a hard...
Thank you.
May all your travels be safe.
Indeed. Alright. Let's save the game and let's talk to Mazoga. Because she got another quest for us. This time we're gonna have to eliminate every single Black Bow Bandit, which is something that we have actually ignored doing last time. because I was genuinely afraid that it's gonna like kill the quest or something, and I have no regrets actually leaving some of the dungeons.
Hello, friend. Thank you again for your help.
You're welcome. There's this guy named Black Brugo, and the Count of Leowen want us to kill him.
I know Brugo. Long ago, back before I became Sir Mazoga. I split a share or two with Brugo.
Tell me about the Count. Yeah, the Count offers the actual knighthood if we're gonna kill him.
Brugo's a jerk. He's got a hideout in a ruin called Telepi. Every night between midnight and 6 a.m., he stops there to pick up his take. We're pals, right? So we'll kill Black Brugo and be knights. I'll wait right here until you ask me to follow you.
Yeah, because it's Mazoga, we're gonna have to take her with us.
If you're ready to go...
Yes, I'm ready. Come with me. Come with me if you want to live.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Okay, so we have a Telepe and Undertow Cavern. If I remember correctly, Undertow Cavern also had a Black Bow bandits. Oh boy. There goes Taproot. Or maybe not. I don't remember Undertow Cavern. I'm gonna save we're gonna see. I'm saving quite often today, I don't know why. I'm being paranoid. There goes the gold. Because I have Mazoga, there's no point of hiding.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello, who's there?
Do your work.
Oh, Mazoga, I need to heal you because of that, because you got right in my way. So you're a silly goose.
You die!
If there's one spell that I need to make, and I actually probably will make a little bit of a delay, is I'm gonna create a spell that basically heals, gonna heal Mazoga at all times. Not the Convalescence, I'm just gonna Convalescence about better. And it's probably gonna be the same spell for healing that I'm using right now, only on target. Yeah, I'm going to heal health 1, but it's 20 points for 15 seconds. This one is on stealth. I'm gonna do 15 points for 15 seconds, and that's gonna provide much more. It's gonna be basically much more efficient, or at least I believe so. Ebony Warhammer. I probably should put the Greater Convalescence under one of the buttons. I'm gonna put it under 8 for now. Okay, so let's hold your breath. I hope that Mazoga is not going to drown if I'm gonna go over there.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Yeah!
That's the best you can do.
Enchanted item doesn't have enough charges. Well, guess what? I have some soul gems on myself too. Okay, let's see what we got. Petty, that's none. Lesser, none. Greater, that needs to stay. Greater petty. Greater common. And Grand Lesser. And Common Soldier with nothing. Okay, this is all the soldiers that I could use to recharge my weapon. Ooh, another Daedric Dagger, nice. Heavy Hammer. Okay, that was a nice chest. That was a really nice chest. Quite rich, to say the least. Yeah, take all of that. Did I open this? Nope. 36 gold, okay. I guess I can now go to the hold your breath section of this cave, which I will. Hold your breath. Hold on to your butts. I'm actually gonna make a save over here, just in case if Mazoga is gonna drown, which I hope she won't. Well, I cannot open it with a spell, so I need to open it manually. Lockpick. Okay, nothing in this cave. I'm gonna have to go for water breathing but better spell. Wish I could cast the same on the Mazoga. Yeah, Mazoga is drowning. Yeah, Mazoga is dead. Okay, so she cannot swim. So we need to do it differently.
I'm with you, friend.
Yeah, wait here.
You're the boss.
Yes, I am. Just
Good
wait
day.
here for a little bit while I'm gonna deal with this entire dungeon again. This entire underwater section, because you are too dumb to swim to the surface. Yep, same rotation of loot too. Saggers. What does scales do? Drain, damage willpower, okay. I wish I could make it a potion of damage willpower, intelligence. Oh, I need to have a spell. Damage willpower, intelligence, and also damage magicka over time. That would be so good against necromancers. They will only be able to like cast a single spell and nothing else. Yeah, I'm gonna take all of this. Both curses, yeah. It's still expensive. It's still money. Okay, I don't know what tries to kill me or what chases me. Oh, there's the culprit. Cheap winery. And a slaughterfish. There we go. Wish I could capture these guys. There's even more boxes. This is all when it comes to this dungeon? Yeah, it might as well is. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let me take a look at the minimap. Yes, it is. This is the entire dungeon. Let me take my Zoga. I'm gonna create a good spell for health restoration on target. I'm gonna figure out something out. I'm swinging places. What the hell? It's not even... Is this the one? No, this is the one. There we go. Okay, we good. Is there any other fish? Yep, there it is. That was a blind hit. I was simply following what I'm hearing. I have played Dark Souls 3 for the first time since...
I'm with you.
Since the marathon. What can you tell me about the Black Brugo again?
Expect Brugo and his boys in Telepi after midnight.
After midnight, you say? Okay.
You too.
Telepi is not far away. But first, like I said, I want to make that spell convalescence but better. New save, just in case if I cannot teleport that far away. Arcane University, after midnight. Well, I cannot wait while in the air. I just simply wanted to check what time it is on the in-game clock. I might actually want to have like a small in-game clock as a mod. As a part of the UI. Maybe.
Well met, Guild.
Indeed. Okay, so it's gonna be restore health on target. Let's try 20 points. For 10, that's 138. That's already pretty expensive. So let's try maybe 15. For 15 seconds. Yeah, and I'm just gonna call it convalescence, if that's how you pronounce it. Convalescence. I think that is how you type it. But better. I hope it is better. 15 points for 15 seconds. That's 15 times 15. That's gonna be over 200 health. That's gonna be continuously...
Mate.
That's gonna be continuously restored to the targets. Okay, so superior... Convalescence... Sense. Okay, so I mistyped it. The first time when I was typing it was actually correct. Where's Mazoga? Mazuger? Mazuger the Booger? She didn't just disappear, did she? Or she cannot enter the Arcane University with me.
I am at your service, Archer.
Which would not surprise me at all. Okay, let's try to go to Telepepepepepepepe. Maybe she's gonna spawn then. Hey, there she is.
I'm with you.
Yeah, she is with me.
Good day.
Quite expensive spell, but it's gonna do. Whoa. Who, when, and how? So why do you have decided to turn on his fuck around and find out mode? Alright, we are at Telepe. Gonna save the game and let's get inside. And I'm gonna immediately summon my creature. Okay, so we have this. Oh, he's after midnight. God damn it! It's after It's not after midnight. So let's wait for 12. That's gonna be 8 p.m. 15 hours. My Jamora is gonna disappear by that time, but I don't really care. Mid-year third era, 434. So we could probably have spent already over a year in Oblivion. Whoa. Hey, that's Aiden's! It's the corrupt guard that decided to attack me. Aldous Evidius attacked me. He was the corrupt guard in the Imperial City that had threatened Lurong in Ruslan. He must have escaped from prison. Sadly, I was forced to kill him. He kept raving about how he would get me for putting him in jail. Aldous Evidius is dead. He was that corrupt guard, blah 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 blah. He must have escaped from the prison, keeping Raven in jail. Okay. Ramblings of Aldous Evidius. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. So now only for like 5 hours, and then we're gonna go into the dungeon. Finally. Alright, now I can save the game and get inside.
Well met.
Indeed. Whoa. Well, they're all over here. That's not good.
Supposed to be impressed.
Well, Blackburgo is dead. But I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I'm gonna take its black bow because that's a unique item. But the entire dungeon is not cleared yet. Therefore, I'm going to clear up this entire place.
How are you? Thanks for asking.
Die, cur! That's the best you can do.
Mazoga!
Like a pregnant cow. Show me what you've got.
That's the pull.
Why won't you die?
Mazoga likes to freaking jump right under my blade. Because that's another black bow. You know, we have a black bow assassins, but there are also mages. I guess people are like giving them a necessary amount of carry weight because that's fashionable. Handwritten note. There was some kind of handwritten note over there. We have the ramblings of all the civilians. I used to be somebody. I was a captain of the guard in Imperial City until that flea-bitten hero decided to poke their nose in my business. I have a plan to get out of the Imperial prison. Apparently, there's a secret escape tunnel used by the royal family. When I get out, I'm going to settle the score with that hero. Then I'll take care of those two snitches, Rosalind and Lurok. The sweetest of all will be Idius Hain. I will make him squeal first. Well, I hope he didn't get to him. Handwritten note. Brugo's take 300 ducks, golden septons, ready for Midas pickup after midnight. Well, that's all she wrote about these guys. Probably gonna have to wait till morning because the Count is not gonna be available in the castle now. But that gives me enough time to repair my stuff. Naturally, the Count is not here right now. I'm gonna wait for 7 hours. Maybe that's gonna wake him up. Hey, there he goes. There he is.
I heard.
I hope you are here to tell me of Black Brugo's death.
That is true. Black Brugo is dead.
What news do you have of Black Brugo?
He's done.
Justice has been done, and henceforth Mazoga and you shall be known as Knights of the White Stallion. May I present you with the perquisites of your rank, a key to White Stallion Lodge, and a shield bearing the arms of County Leowin.
Yeah, you need
Mazoga's
shield.
key and shield shall be delivered to her directly, and I promise you a bounty of 100 gold for each black bow you bring me.
Oh, now I'm figuring out about the black bows. Okay, I guess that
Good
is
day,
it. Each black bow I bring him. It's a shame that I already have left all the black bows behind. Knights of White Stallion, that's done. Raid of Greyland, that is another quest over here. Lazarus Calidus, Leowin West Gate. It's the guy that stays outside of the Leowin. I do remember this face.
Guess I won't be visiting Kavach.
Guess you won't be visiting Kavach. Is there a White Stallion Lodge? Yeah, there is. I'm gonna visit it anyway. Let's check it. Let's check more about this reward. It's a nice little place. This is where Mazoga's supposed to be, right? But she's not here. Chest with yarn, some parchment. Yeah, I can use it as a temporary house if I really feel like it. Which obviously I do not. Westgate. He should be at the Westgate. The guy should be at the Westgate of Leowin. And now that I don't have any companions right here with me, I'm gonna just put the Beast of Burden on the number 8. Yeah, that's you who should give me that quest that I mentioned just a second ago.
Perhaps you'll be able to assist me. I'm after some skooma dealers.
Skooma dealers? Okay, what can you tell me about them?
A small group of skooma dealers led by a Dunmer named Kailis Lanavo is holed up in the Greyland settlement just up the road. I've been trying to catch Lanavo for months, but every time I approach the place, his lookout sees me and he goes running. I need someone to go in there and put a stop to those fetchers. I don't care what it takes. We must get that poison they're selling off the street. Bring me Lanavo's ring as proof he's been dealt with, and I'll give you the bounty on him.
Alright, what else can you tell me about the skooma dealers?
Don't turn your back on Lanavo for a second. He wouldn't think twice about burying his blade there.
Alright.
Be vigilant. Lanavo is a snake.
Lanavo is a snake, eh? Well, I have bow and arrows and a bunch of poisons. He says that he could not approach this place because every time he approaches, he's getting noticed by something or somebody, but there's nobody here. This is kind of suspicious quest, I'm gonna tell this much.
Well, look who we've got here.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make. Take that!
blade!
Show me what you've got.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
No, it's supposed to be dead. Okay, calm down. You forced me to do that. Okay, so he has a Blade of Inferno, which that's 20 points. 35? It's not gonna be as strong as my blade, though. It's not gonna have enough charges, but I'm still gonna take it. And I got his ring. I've recovered the Kilius Savannah's ring. I should bring it to Lyrexis as soon as possible to obtain my reward. You also had a friend with another Daedra Claymore. Well, it doesn't seem like this book will have any skooma. It doesn't look like any sort of advanced skooma operation over here. Someone tells me that all of this was just a ruse, but I hope I am wrong. Oh, never mind. He got 3 skoomas. He got 3 skoomas. Maybe I should take that as an evidence. There's venison. There are only 3 skoomas. I wouldn't call it like any form of advanced production. They even don't have like a decent distillery of any sort. They don't even have that. Skooma, drain agility, fortify strength, and fortify speed 60 seconds. I'm not surprised a lot of people is using this. Speed and strength for like 60 seconds in the middle of a battle. I'll buy that for $1. I bet it would be even more effective if I was a Khajiit.
Any luck taking down Lenavo?
Well, guess what? Skooma dealers are eliminated.
You've done it! I can't even begin to thank you enough. By the divines, I salute you in the name of the Legion. Here is your well-earned reward.
Alright, 620 gold. That's good. Quest completed. Let me save the game. And let's look for another quest. That's a drug den. Okay, that's done. Tears of the Savior. Savior. I think I already have this quest in my... Yeah, I already have this. Sidrosa of the Mages Guild, Leywin has asked me to find Garden's Tears. Sidrosa enjoys collecting crystals of magical nature, and it's willing to pay a handsome amount of gold for each tear I recovered. I should continue to speak to him about these unique formations. So, he is somewhere in the Mages Guild. So I have no other choice but to go to the Mages Guild and figure out what it's all about. I think the sun is reflecting off my neighbor's building, and it just shines right into my hand over here, and it gives me such a weird... It's such a weird feeling. The sun is probably gonna pass, like, in any second now, but still, it's just a weird feeling.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Is that you?
I hope I can.
No, you're just Savi.
Take care.
I know who I'm looking for. And it's you!
I'd love to have the tears added to my collection.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Garridan's tears?
The tears are not just a namesake. They're literally the frozen tears of a knight named Garridan Staurus, who lived many years ago. I'm not certain what happened to the knight, or why the tears were frozen, but I do know someone you could ask. Seek out Juliana Fannis at the Arcane University in the Imperial City. She oversees the alchemy headquarters there.
Juliana Fannis.
If anyone can help you get more information about these crystals, she can.
Okay, any other information that you can give me about Garridan's tears?
The tears are small crystals, bluish in appearance. Quite beautiful, I'd imagine.
Alright, so now I need to get back to Arcane University. Sure, why not? Let's go.
Hello,
Hello.
What can I help you with?
I do have. Oh,
have a look around.
You can actually sell me some stuff. I didn't even remember. I need to remember this girl because she has some goods. Can resist frost.
I wouldn't make that deal. An excellent.
I wonder if she has any soul gems. Nope, she's just an alchemist. Nimrod.
I can't help you if you do.
Okay, I need to. If I want to have a help with the alchemy. Oh, it's actually you.
What can I help you?
If I want to have help with the Nimrod, I need to bring her one, which is definitely a possibility. What can you tell me about the Garden's Tears?
You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable story, really. I know a bit about it.
Please, I wish to hear it.
Certainly. Garridan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers. One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought. The farmers appealed to Garridan to discover a solution. He spent a week consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was said to supply endless water.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garridan found the ewer, and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him. When Garridan realized his quest was a failure, and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped him, some of his tears were frozen as well. Some even say that the divine Mara took pity on the poor knight. To commemorate his kind heart, she imbued the tears with some sort of magical power. That's only rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall. It may have more about Garridan.
Where I can find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District.
Market District it is. Alright, is there anything else that you can tell me about Garden Tears?
I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university.
Alright, that's good enough for me.
Please.
What time it is? 5 p.m. I still can... One thing that puzzles me.
I'm at your service, Archmage.
I need the key for the Imperial Array. Okay, Orrery. Let's go for the market. Let's try to get the Nightfall book.
Hi.
Hi.
I used to think you were a hero. A holy knight and all that. I guess I should have known better.
What the fuck is your deal, guys?
What can I interest you in?
Oh my god, I think the Knights... I sincerely think that Knights of the Nine is a very annoying DLC, and I might actually skip it on the next playthrough, because I'm really starting to think that it's not worth it. Because now, I cannot even complete one quest in a different way, or commit a single crime without whining people left and right. It is annoying. Okay, Nightfall. I'm gonna buy that from you. I've purchased Nightfall from Fintius at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I should read it to find out more about Garden's Tears.
A pleasure to serve you.
Yeah.
Be seeing you.
Whatever you say. I'll maybe just leave Knights of the Nine as the very last thing to do on the next playthrough, because I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of annoying. Nightfall. Nightfall tells the tale of Garridan and the quest for Everflow Ewer at the place known as Frostfire Glade. It's supposedly located in the mountains near Bruma. Using some of the references from the story, I was able to pinpoint it on my map. The book also mentions needing special refined frost salt to get into the glade. I should speak with Julianne Fanis about this.
You have my ears.
Anything else I can help with?
Well, yes, the book that you mentioned says something about refined frost salts. Can you tell me something about that?
Yes, I have them for sale. If you'd like to buy some, feel free. They're top quality. I refined them myself.
Ooh. Okay.
I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Refined frost salts, 5 of them. I've acquired refined frost salts from Julianne. I should now make my way to Frostfire Glide.
Thank you for...
You're welcome.
If you come across any...
Okay, new save. Let's see. It's not in Lindai, but I probably should explore Lindai as well. I already been to Frostfire Glade. Probably it was a dungeon that I couldn't enter because it had like some kind of specific door. Frostfire Glade. Kitty! I'm gonna soul trap that kitty. Because I know I have plenty of soul gems. Empty soul gems. I have 2 commons. I have 1 greater, several lessers, and couple petties. So I definitely have a motivation. Party spell. Bear. That's gonna be a common soul, if I recall. Yep, the bear is a common soul. So the cat and this bear was a common soul. So the brown bear needs to be a greater. Do I have a greater soul gem? I have 1. Greater, nice. So that's only lesser soul gems and the petty soul gems, which petty soul gems I almost never can find. Anyway. Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby on Mother Nature. Okay, there's a rat. I definitely need a petty soul gem. So let me do exactly that. And there's no other enemy. At least, never mind. I've arrived at the entrance to the Frostfire Glade. Like the book describes, the refined frost salts are in my hand. All I must do is open the seal by touching it. Do I have the party spell? Yes, I do. Another petty soul gem in my collection. Though I need to make sure that I'm not gonna pick too many. Okay, so those were 2 petty soul gems that I could fill in. So now the only soul gems that I can genuinely capture are the lessers. Which lessers are kind of difficult. Because there's boar, there's timber wolves, but they don't appear anymore. I've entered the Frostfire Glade. The entire area seems filled with swirling freezing mist. The extreme cold in this place is unbearable without magical protection. The glade is true to its namesake. The frost burns as if it was fire. I should now carefully begin searching for the Garden's tears. Well, if that's true... There's a frost atronek over there. I have found one of the gatherings tiers. I should continue searching if I want to find more. So that's one of the tiers. So are those tiers are gonna be located in like icy area like this? See another one. One of the gatherings I should continue searching as there may be more. There are definitely more. I'm gonna try to find as many of them as possible too. I will assume that because I have the maximum magic resistance, I don't feel any damage from the frozen mist. I found another of the garden's tears. Yes, yes, yes. Another one. Another one. I found the fifth and final one of the Garden's tears. I can now return to Sidrasa in Leywin for my hard-earned reward and perhaps a warm fire. Perhaps we can. Perhaps we can, perhaps we cannot. Only time will tell. Nah, not really screenshot worthy. Lay a win. On the west gate and to the right. Loading area. Okay, where's the kitty?
Greetings, Guildmate.
Oh, there he is.
You look like you've seen some travel.
I've seen some tea shit. Refined frost salts.
Yes, I've heard of mages who seal portals with an ingredient as a key. Makes the door impossible to lockpick.
Duh.
Refined frost salts sounds like something that Juliana would specialize in. You may want to go back to the universe.
Okay, we already done that. Hey Red, I'm gonna give you a shout out really quick. S.O. Bam! New Dingus? We're gonna play some New Dingus, okay. That's good. Okay, Garden's Tears.
You found 5 of the tears? Fantastic. This turned out better than I expected. Perhaps a little bit of a bonus.
Haha, Gary. A little bit of 2,500, hell yeah. Is he giving me anything else after this quest? Okay, anything else that you can tell me about Garden's Tears?
They're the pride of my collection.
Okay, General Grievous.
The tears look beautiful in my collection. 1,000 thanks once again.
Well, you're welcome. Alright, let me save the game. And now, let me take a look at the browser so I can figure out the next quest. Whom gods the gods. Name called Whom Gods Annoy. Rosetta Gallius has been plagued by foul-smelling odor and some unusual house pets. Okay, quest giver. Various NPCs, Leywin, Darkford Cave. So I need to... Oh my god, that's gonna be another RNG quest. I need to walk around and ask for rumors.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, you don't have any rumors.
May all your travels be safe.
That's gonna suck.
Strasa of the Mages Guild. Evoker.
I know who you are. You don't have any rumors. Bye.
The tears look beautiful in my collection. 1,000 thanks once again.
It's only 8 a.m. Everybody should be awake at this point.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Well, yes, rumors.
The Mages Guild.
Okay, Mages Guild has been attacked. I don't assume they're gonna have any good rumors, so I think I'd be better off going out to the city and asking the local populace about the things.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
Okay, I have a coin, and you don't have any...
Blessings of Stendarr.
You don't have anything on you. Whom gods annoy? Let me check. Maybe I already have this quest. Go to Nibene. Frostcrag. Underneath Maiden's Razor. Horse armor. Okay.
I can't believe it. You have the mace.
I had the mace.
Be seeing you.
I thought for sure that we would meet the same end as our comrades in Anvil. Thank you, Sir Knight. We are in your debt.
You definitely are, and you don't have any rumors.
Good day.
You suck. Okay, I guess the best idea would be asking the guards.
Duty calls.
Booty calls.
Good riddance to the Blackwood.
Okay, Blackwood Company.
Goodbye.
Let's check the inn then. I see an NPC over here. 2 NPCs to be exact.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
You and your other friend. Rumors.
I was walking past Rosentia Galenus' home the other
There we
day,
go.
and I heard these strange animal noises or something from inside. Very odd.
Okay, what can you tell me about Rosentia Galenus? That is a... I don't know how to feel about that smile. The way she smiles at me feels very uncomfortable.
Every time I pass by that woman's house, I hear odd animal noises and smell a foul odor. Maybe she's caring for some sick pet or something. Whatever it is, she should clean up her act. It's surprising that a wealthy woman like that would let her property fall into such disarray.
Alright, quest. Whom gods
Blessings of
annoy?
Anu upon you.
Anu? Oh, that's a Khajiit culture. I don't remember which god is similar to Anu, though, so... Yeah, about it.
Please, help me.
Ever scamps? Oh my god. She got scamps in her house. I'm not surprised.
These stupid scamps are driving me crazy.
Can't with that. Sorry, I can help you if you wish.
Oh, thank you. I had a feeling buying that Daedric staff would be trouble. Now I'm paying for it with more than just some gold.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Daedric staff?
A few weeks ago, a spell sword was passing through Leowin and heard that I liked to buy curiosities. He wanted to sell the staff you see me carrying. I eagerly bought it, knowing the value of Daedric relics. In fact, I was a bit suspicious when he sold it so cheap. His loss, my gain, I figured. After examining it for a bit, I noticed a small word carved on it in runes. Using a book from my library, I translated it. The word was nonsense. However, when I spoke it and held the staff, 4 scamps suddenly appeared. I thought I was done for. Strangely, they all just stood there. It didn't take long before I realized they were following me. I couldn't be seen in town with scamps following, so I decided to discard the staff. I can't explain it, but somehow I can't compel myself to actually let it go. This staff is obviously cursed. Now I'm stuck with it.
So, where do I fit in?
I need you to get over to the Mages Guild and talk to a good friend of mine, Alvis Uvenum. She's the only one in town that I trust. I was able to get a message to her earlier, but I've yet to get a reply. If I go, then the scamps will follow and my secret will be revealed to all.
Okay, is there anything else that you could tell me about this Daedric staff?
Al should be able to help rid me of this staff. We play cards at the Three Sisters often and are old friends. Seek her advice.
Anything else that you can tell me about those scamps over here?
The beastly little creatures are nasty, smelly, noisy, and wrecking my beautiful house. I must be rid of them. I can't let people know I have scamps in here, or they'll think I've taken to Daedra worship. Try explaining that to the town guard.
Yeah, especially right after the Oblivion crisis.
Alves is a practiced researcher.
Ever
She's sure to have
scam.
some good information for you.
That's not the exit door. That's the exit door. There's actually, when it comes to the faces for Oblivion, there's one mod, the OCO. But I think it's made by the same guy that made the facial overhauls for New Vegas. And I don't know, the characters with the OCO look like a dry grape, so I don't know what is actually better to deal with.
Maid. Poor Rosentia. She's been trapped in her house for days.
Like freaking raisins, basically a walking raisins. How did you know?
Frankly, the smell gave you away. You must have stepped in, well, let's just say something that isn't pleasant.
Yeah, a carpet.
Just be sure and keep this quiet. If the other mages even knew that I was involved with Rosentia's new guests, I could get kicked out of the guild.
I'm gonna say everybody. Okay, what can you tell me about Rosentia first?
I'm glad she was finally able to get someone over here. I've been gathering all the research I could on her, little problems, shall we say.
Okay, what can you tell me about the scams that she has?
Oh, yes. Don't bother trying to kill one of them. As soon as you do, another will take its place. It's endless. Quite the curse, eh?
Eh?
Sheogorath certainly has a sick sense of humor.
He definitely does. Okay, so what about the Daedric staff?
Doing a bit of digging, I'm afraid Rosentia's been stuck with the staff of the Everscamp. Nasty bit of fun by Sheogorath, I'd say. The only way she can be rid of it is if someone willingly accepts it. It can't be discarded in any other manner. No one would buy that thing once it's activated like it's been. The only chance is to return it to its original resting place, Darkfathom Cave. Inside the cave, there's rumored to be a shrine to Sheogorath. That's where the staff can finally be dropped, and the scamps should remain behind. I also learned that the staff makes the owner move much slower than normal.
Oh boy.
I suppose it's another way the creator upped the annoyance factor. Please, bring Rosentia this information at once. And if you can, help her. I think she's about to crack under the pressure, poor thing.
Yeah, I will help her. Okay, that's all that she could say to me. Well, let's see how slow we're gonna move, even though I have the Zoomies spell, so it shouldn't really be that bad. I guess it's only one way to find out, and it's by continuing this quest.
I was afraid you wouldn't come back.
Well, surprise, surprise. Scamps.
How am I ever going to get scamp smell out of my fine linens?
Well, open the windows, that's for starters. Daedric staff.
Oh, please, I beg you. Take this staff to Darkfathom Cave and get rid of it and the scamps forever. I can't fight, and who knows what's guarding the shrine? Plus, do you know how dirty caves are? It'll ruin anything I wear.
You know, keep the staff.
And I'll reward you with another one of my curios I picked up a few years ago.
Just keep the staff, you're
good. A valuable ring.
You're good.
Are you ready?
I'm not. I don't care. Very well, I'm ready. I accept.
Here's the staff. As soon as you leave, the scamps will thankfully follow. Do be careful. I don't wish your death on my hands as well.
Staff of Everscamp added. Anything else you can tell me about this Daedric staff?
I'm sorry I ever laid eyes on that thing. Dark Fathom Cave isn't that far from here, but the route may be treacherous. Be careful and journey safe.
There should be a penalty to speed for me. There is, but it's 20 points. It's a 20-point penalty to speed. So it isn't that bad, but it's significant enough. Dark Fathom Cave. And also the Everscamps. As scamps, they are attracted to the staff and they cannot be disenchanted. Basically, if you do this quest and you don't care about speed, you have 4 permanent followers with you. They are basically low-level scamps, like level 1 to 5. I've arrived at Dark Fathom Cave. I should proceed inside. And because I have scams, there's totally no point of doing it sneakingly. I'm just need to go in and kill everything in sight, which I gladly will. I believe I already was in this cave, so yeah, no matter which path I'm gonna pick, it's gonna take me to the thing that I'm looking for, so yeah. Ebony, I can take that. Almost over encumbered too. Those scamps are not even fighting. They're useless.
Blood sack.
Is my blade out of charges again? No. Oh no, wait, it is. Never mind. Never mind, that was the only soldier that I could use to recharge the weapon. Gonna probably have to go to Leowin to recharge my weapons. Assuming that Leowin even has a person that's responsible for recharging. Daedric helmet, don't need that. If somebody's gonna ask if these guys are annoying to deal with, yes they are, because they are always getting in my way. They always do. That sounds, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks even like something that was made by the same guys that created FCO. But honestly, when it comes to that thing, I kinda want to hear everybody else's opinion, how they feel about it. To me, it's difficult for me to make up my own mind about this thing. Okay, that's Zivilai, so I'm gonna have to use the poison of shock damage. Yeah, it would be good if I didn't get stun locked all the time. Alright, the poison have kicked in. Because I can use it, because it's still better. It's still something, some kind of small replacement for the facial structure of the characters in this game. But then again, if the mod itself doesn't make that much of a difference, then I don't know, man. I just don't know. I wish there was like a different overhaul. I'm gonna be quite honest, I have not looked properly into the Nexus when it comes to facial overhauls, so there probably is one, I just don't know about it. Okay, I'm gonna have to restore fatigue, and no, Magicka is good. Oh, day 2 Claymore. Yes, I'm gonna take that. I think it's, yeah, Everscams have kind of find their way around, which is fine because the only thing that they are doing is just following, but they are not attacking. Even though they are scams and they technically can attack on the enemy, I don't think they can perform any complex attack like throwing a fireball. I think that's the largest scam that can perform that. I've arrived at the Shrine of Sheogorath. I should find the altar and place the staff near it. I'm no longer feeling the urge to possess the Staff of Everscam. Why would I even feel the urge to have it in the first place? Silly video game. Are you really going? Yep, he's really going after me now. You're really making that mistake, my dude. The push to win list is also as a base with some other mods on top of it. They don't look bad. They're still very vanilla style. Not a fashion model overhaul like Skyrim mods do. Yep. Skyrim just overhauls the entire thing. Just changes it quite drastically. But quite honestly, if I could be frank, I do not really feel like Skyrim really requires any facial mods. I think that the characters in Skyrim looking pretty alright. They're looking pretty okay. I don't really think like they require any cleaner skins or retextures or anything like this. Staff of the Everscamp. I placed the staff near the altar at the Shrine of Sheogorath. The scamp seems pleased with their new home, and the best of all, have stopped following me. I should return to Rosentia to bring the good news. Yeah, I just want to pick it up and place it onto the shrine over here. Because aesthetics matter. Oh, I have to hold Z if I want to do something about this. Okay, this will do. Let the staff be left over here. Yeah, actually push the win button. He has a couple of his mods that I'm definitely gonna use from his list on the next playthrough of Oblivion. Some of the quality of life, some of them are a necessity, because he basically, what he does is that he limits the leveling of the creatures. In some of the creatures, instead of consistently leveling with the player, they're gonna stop at a specific level, and that's it. And I'm okay with that. because this game does not, it doesn't allow you to level up infinitely anyway. So, I mean, it kind of allows you, but the maximum level is 255, but nobody talks about that. The maximum level that you can genuinely grind this game, if you are really that desperate, is 255. Why would anybody grind such a high level? I don't know. There are definitely people desperate enough that would do that. Not me though. I'm happy with my level 50. It was a grind fest to even get to that level, so it's all good. Especially the last level. I don't see any
scamps or the staff.
Okay. You mentioned scamp initially when I just entered the room.
I'm still having the floors scrubbed. What do those things eat anyway? Yuck.
They're probably eating their own shit at this point. Daedric staff.
As promised, here's the ring. I bought it from a shop in the Imperial City many years ago for an ex-lover of mine. He ran off with someone else, so now the ring belongs to you. The owner of the shop called it the Ring of Eidolon's Edge. I think you'll like it.
Ring of Eidolon's Edge. Okay, let's see what it does. Let me guess. The ring is exactly the reason why her ex-lover ran away. Block 15, Blade 15. This is not bad for a warrior class or strict physical only character. This is not bad.
Farewell, and may you find your way home safely.
Farewell. Farewell. Okay, let's save the game and let's look for another quest. Let's see. Oh, buying house in Leyawen. So we technically have finished every single quest that was to do in Leyawen. Great. Let me guess. I helped all the people and the guy. I even helped the Count of Leyawen. And the Count is gonna be like, I don't trust you enough to sell you the house, even though you helped me with, and my people with several deeds. Yes.
How are you faring in your campaign against the remnants of the Black Bow Bandits, Sir Knight?
Well, they're all dead, but I didn't brought any of the bows.
Good day.
Okay,
Sir Knight.
who's responsible for selling me the house? Purchase from Count Marius Caro. But he doesn't want to sell me the house. Let me guess, I need to sell him all the black bows that I have found before. Okay, that's not a big problem. That's not a big problem. So we're gonna move back. I know exactly which location. The location was Telepe. I'm gonna pick every single black bow from all the corpses that I have left behind. Because I thought that the black bow is just, you know, a unique weapon that I can just simply pick up and leave one for myself. But I guess he will not have any conversation with me until I'm gonna get rid of all the... Until I'm gonna sell him all the black bows that those bands have dropped. And I believe that's all of them too. Wasn't there like another cave that had like black bow bandits? I mean, Undertow Cavern didn't. Rock milk? Let me try the rock milk. It's hard to decide when it comes to character creation about which mod I would like to have. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is where the regular bandits and the black bow bandits are actually fighting.
Who is the baby gonna cry? I'll have your
Dead bandit, okay. I genuinely don't know who to attack over here. I guess that did the job. Dead bandit. Yeah, just a marauder. Another black bow bandit. Nice. Okay, so there's definitely black bow bandits inside of this location. So I guess let's get rid of them. You're definitely not Mazoga.
I'll hack you to pieces.
Yeah, I know. The weapon doesn't have enough charges.
That's the best you can do.
Bruh, are you serious? Okay.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
And fall.
Good job. Okay, now let's check which one of these... Ooh, a sword. Which one of these guys were the black bow bandits? I mean, I definitely have killed and looted these guys over here, so might as well we can check the other ones. Let's see, you... Ebony bow, ebony dagger. At least I can take that. Black bow with Daedric arrows. Good. That's always nice to see. Someone tells me this is not the end of this cave. Another black bow and Daedric dagger. That's more money to me. We might actually have a situation in which we are going to use my fortified strength potion for the first time. Which I do not mind that. I'm gonna be absolutely fair. Marauder Battle Mage. Fortify Strength Tome. I don't believe I have that spell. I mean, I'm gonna use it anyway. Yeah, 5 points for 90 seconds. That's 5 points 90 seconds only? Really? Really?
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Nah, you're supposed to be dead, but now you drained me out of my magicka, so I need to 1v1 you.
Oh. Now you will know pain.
I'm fighting bureaucracy. I was dealing with bureaucracy for over 8 months. You have no you don't know shit about pain. Thank you. 66 gold. Yeah, I can pick up this. Galarian Mystic, don't need that book. Did I explore this entire room? Let me take a look at the mini-map. If I can, of course. Yes I did. Yes, indeed. Elder Scrolls, indeed. Okay, well. The game have decided to crash. I don't know when I saved last time. That's gonna suck. Okay, I really don't know how long ago I have saved. Assuming from this I saved quite a little bit of time ago. Gonna have to loot the entire bodies again. Probably fight the other two guys in the corner as well. They don't have a lot of Daedric arrows, I'm not gonna lie. The amount of Daedric arrows that I can find in loot is just so small that I think I'm gonna boost it manually. Instead of just having a chance of finding 5, I'm gonna crank it up to like 20 or something similar to that, because if anybody would ever have a wish to play in the Archer, they always gonna return back from using those 20 Daedric arrows into Iron, Steel, Silver, Daedric, or Elven, which is already a selection of 4, and it is not bad. But if you want to like deal damage, you need to have those Daedric arrows. Doesn't matter if enchanted or not. If you're gonna find enchanted Daedric arrows, that's even more rare, considering the fact that you maybe get like 5 enchanted arrows of a specific type per playthrough. That's it. You don't get any more. There's totally no option of enchanting your own arrows in the entire game. So yeah. In the vanilla game, basically, Daedric arrows, more or less, Bonnie also kinda, Daedric arrows, enchanted arrows, they have more servitude as a souvenir more than anything else in the game. And that is sad, because as a normal regular player, you really want to use those Daedric arrows to deal as maximum output of damage as you possibly can. So it hurts me mostly. It uncles my lander, as some people would say. And they are right. That actually bothers me a lot. Yeah, I'm also gonna have to relearn that Fortified Strength tone. Okay, let's save the game. Okay. That's just a potion of healing. Well, we got another party over here. Let's go! Item doesn't have enough charge, and what about you give me charges? Okay, nothing here. This guy has a black bow, and I can already see that the potion of increasing my strength is gonna be a must. And it is a must. Don't need the ebony longsword. That we can say goodbye to. Another black bow. Lightning run boots. Those are very light and very easy to sell. Another black bow with silver arrows. Oh, am I going... Excuse me. My apologies. Uncle Sneezer have entered the chat. No, let's save the game. Oh boy. Oh my god. There's a freaking war zone going on. And nobody have invited me. That is a crime. That's a bandit layer. I'm gonna go down there first.
Show me what you want. Bring that cow. Yeah. This ends here. I fought much, perhaps more.
Money, 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 money. Probably gonna have to drop like maybe a warhammer.
Let's get this over with. Ha, you'll never take me down. This ends here.
This is the time.
Humans are all the same. I banish you.
Ah, crap. Well, there goes my claymore. And he just steal my claymore. What a... Oh my god. I hate this mechanic so freaking much. I'm gonna drop your claymore, no, steal it. Have you done the drain skill level up cheese? When it comes to the training, no, I didn't. I decided that I don't want to do that. I basically figure out that it's absolutely unnecessary. Yeah, my potion's gonna have to be used again. I figure out that I don't need to do that. Also, I can, the game still puts a limit of 5 training sessions per level. So if I'm gonna use the, those 5 training sessions right now, they're just gonna, you know, they're gonna be wasted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Oh, I can actually pick this up. Jesus Christ. But I'm so close to getting over encumbered that I really need to find like a trader or something. There is one trader in Leyawen, that's for sure. Yep, there goes the carryweight. Okay, let me see what I can get rid of. Definitely not the black bows. Do I have... I have one Daedric longsword. That I can get rid of. Alright, so this clears up this. There's even a tent. Doggy! Pumpkin! Oh my god, you're so cute. You're so cute. I want to... I want to take you home and pet you and give you treats. Curse of the Ranger. I want you. Oh my god, I want Pumpkin Follower. I want Pumpkin Follower mod for Oblivion right the fuck now. Give it to me. Hey, Guts. Well, no rest for the wicked. In a second, I'm currently getting bullied. Growl, Craven. Okay, I definitely cannot carry all of these items. I'm gonna have to sacrifice the hammers. As much as I wish I could sell them, it's gonna be kind of impossible. Also, there's no trade that I can buy an item that is worth 5,000 gold. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let me save the game and redeem the tea. Cheers. Delicious. Okay, so I entered over here, and now I need to go this way. Okay. Got all that done. My potion of fortified strength is gonna expire. All of them are gonna expire soon because I'm being so freaking greedy, but then again, it's the money that lies on the ground.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
So is your face, and yet I tolerate it.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Okay, there's only one guy with the... It's just a ringleader. Let's go.
Do your worst.
I shouldn't call him just a ringleader. Okay, that's ringleader, and he has some good stuff, which it's light and expensive, which means I just cannot drop it like that.
I'll hack you to pieces.
Hard to pick.
Supposed to be impressed.
Okay, are these guys both archers? Yes, they are. Okay, let's go. Archer versus archer. And they're all done. That was spicy. I think it would be a good idea to save the game so I don't have to repeat this fight. They were just bandits. So these guys apparently were not affiliated with the Marauders. And they were not affiliated with the Black Bow Bandits too, because they don't have the Black Bows with them. So what were they doing over here? Alright, you are done. Okay, nothing here. That's good. And there was something activated over here before. Elven Battle Axe. I can take that to replenish my current sword. It's a Grand Soldier with a Greater Soul, so yeah. I'll gladly take it. And put it into my blade over here. And now I have at least like, how many charges do I currently have on this? 85. Much, much better. Alright, let's get out of here. I have cleaned up this entire place. Now I think I can sell all the black bows that I could ever get. And hopefully, after that, I will also be able to buy a house in Leywin. Alright, so if I want to escape, that's Rockville Heaven. So, did I miss the pass? Yes, I did. I will need one more portion of Fortified Strength, so I want to leave this place as fast as possible. Blackwood Camp, Rockmid Cave. There's a ladder? Oh, right, because I get it. I think I get it now. Blackbow Camp. Wait, where's that door? It's a marker for the big old tent over here, so I have jumped here unnecessarily. Alright, last potion of Fortified Strength. Wish I didn't use it. I do also believe that I need to repair my equipment because it's severely damaged. Might as well fix all of it. The equipment that is repaired up to 125, basically 25% more, it gives it more value, so I can sell like a bunch of Daedric daggers now for at least 800. Like a solid 800. And I'm gonna save that just in case. Alright, where's the exit from here? Oh, I just need to go straight ahead. Okay. I'm fine with that. I managed to actually, I have noticed that from beers today, because I usually buy beers, like small amount of beers weekly, I have managed to get 2 beers from Japan, and I also managed to get a beer, a Carlsberg, basically a normal lager beer. Well, it's not really lager, because the Carlsberg that I have picked today was a Pils. So I'm gonna experiment. I hope that Carlsberg is actually did something good, because usually when I get a Carlsberg, I actually can expect a good quality beer or a reasonable price. I think the best Carlsberg that I ever had in my life was Carlsberg Export. Not really sure if I'm ever gonna be able to get that again. It was quite a limited edition. Okay, the first thing I need to visit in Leowin is a shopkeeper. I'm gonna have to invest 500 gold into him. It's 2 a.m. Oh my god! You got to be kidding! It's 2 a.m. in the evening. Okay, I'm gonna get super over encumbered because of this. Time was not on my side with this one. And I still cannot run because I'm overcounted by how much? Not a lot, but I'm gonna have to drop 2 items. 3 items on the ground, which I'm gonna pick them up in a second. Okay, which one of you has a lot of money?
I used to think you were...
Shut up!
Can I interest you in...
Used to think you were a hero, blah blah blah.
I used to...
He used to think that I was a hero too. Well, guess what?
You too.
Fuck you.
I hope I...
Okay, so he has 800 gold. Yeah, I'm gonna invest.
Armor, weapons, I have it all.
And I need to sell him... I'm not gonna sell him Daedric daggers. I'm gonna sell him all the ebony daggers. But first, let's perform a little cheese lording so I can get the most amount of money from of this. And first thing I'm gonna cast on myself is the trading cheese.
Cheese for everyone.
Well, it's actually only for me. Mercantile 100 points for a couple seconds. Plus, I'm gonna cast Charm on him.
Greetings, champion.
And that should give me ability to haggle like nobody else haggled before. Let's try 130. Maybe that's gonna be happy with him. Let's see. Not the Daedric ebony daggers. Can I?
A good price for a good...
Okay, that's good enough for me. Because those can sell quite well. Another blower skewers. That should have speechcraft, not mercantile. Okay, let me sell this to you too. Chameleon 25%. Yep. Ebony ring. Gold sapphire. Lightning boots. Resist magic. This is a unique ring, so I'm not gonna sell it. He can actually buy everything from me, which is not bad.
A good price for a good customer.
You can even buy skooma from me, eh? Okay.
That's a fair...
And it's a very fair deal. For a couple bottles of skooma.
You've got a great deal there.
Yeah. I don't know if I have read Mystery Talara. I'm gonna keep it and read it. Because the other books are basically quest stuff, so yeah. Emerald. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Take care.
1, 2, and 3. And I'm over encumbered again, so... but quite a bit too. I did not sold all the things, so let me try...
I used to...
Oh my god, he used to think that I'm a hero.
Armor, a weapon. I have a large selection of both.
This is an ebony bow.
Make me a better offer.
Really? Really? You want a better offer on this? I don't have anything else to sell. Come on, dude.
Take care.
This is embarrassing. Okay, how about I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna drop the greatsword over here, and let's pray that when I'm gonna return from Castle Leyawen, the sword is gonna lay on the ground, because I'm gonna get rid of all the black bows that I'm currently carrying with me.
Greetings.
Undefeated, doing good.
Just wasn't. Greetings, Brett.
Dad is outside.
Greetings.
All of this just to buy a house in Leyawen.
Well met.
If I haven't already bought the house in Leyawen, I think I did.
How are you faring in your campaign against the remnants of the Black Bow Bandits, sir?
Well, I have the black bows.
I see you have a black bow. Would you like to turn it in for the bounty?
Yep.
Here is your reward. And this other black bow, would you like to turn it in as well?
Yep.
Here is your reward. And this other black bow, would you like to turn it in as well?
Yep.
Here is your reward. And this other black bow, would you like to turn it in as well?
Yep.
Here is your reward. And this other black bow, would you like to turn it in as well?
Yep.
Here is your reward. And this other black bow, would you like to turn it in as well?
No. Because I want to keep one black bow as a souvenir. So how many of them I can actually sell? 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18.
How are you faring?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good.
I accidentally sold him all of the black bows that I owned.
Sir.
Whatever.
You look skilled in alteration. Maybe you can teach me something.
I think I already have bought the house in Leyawen.
You've got the hands of a smith.
And I just don't remember it. Yeah, I do remember. Now I remember. Yeah, this is probably my house in Leyawen. Yep, my Leyawen house. So I already bought it, so I wasted a little bit of time. You know what? It's not a time wasted if I earn money. Let's just put it straight. If it's money earned, then it's all good. Thunder with a tier 1 to Guts. Thank you very much for the support, Thunder. Guts, enjoy ad reviewing some nice humors courtesy of Thunder. Okay, so this summarizes the Leyawen parts. I think what I'm gonna do before I'm gonna go for the next city is gonna be trading, but let's see. Yeah, that's purchasing house in Leyawen. That's done. Let's see, main quest, faction quests. Skingrad is next on the list. Oh, the Skingrad. Paranoia, we already done that, kind of. Because I have killed the guy, but okay, first things first, like I said. I'm gonna get rid of the unnecessary amount of inventory by going to the Imperial Market City District. Yes, Guts, enjoy your ad reviewing some nice ski emotes, courtesy of Thunder. Thunder, thank you very much for the support.
How can I help you?
Your shield arm looks strong.
I bet it is. Let me check my reputation really quick. Still 1.
It's my pleasure.
I bet it is your
Only
pleasure.
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Did we haggle? Yes, we haggled. It's 130. Okay, let me sell him everything that I can. Including all... okay, I can only sell 1 claymore at a time.
Are are good. You.
Anything else from snow? Anything from armor? No. From healing? Nothing. I'm gonna keep the skooma bottles with me. I didn't read the Mystery of Talara. Alright, I'm good.
Thank you.
I need to go and recharge my weapons.
Take care.
I need Mythical Emporium. Because that has something.
Greetings.
Greetings, champion. And you don't have the recharging, you have the recharging.
A charged man.
A charge item, yes.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia. Alright, so now let's get back to my house and drop out necessary items. And from there, we're gonna go to Skingrad. After Skingrad, which is the last city, I'm probably gonna take a look into that quest with the dwarven parts. And we also have the Nirnroot quest, which is probably gonna be the longest one to do. Because he's gonna require a total of 60 Nirnroots. Which I'm not really sure if I will be able to find them all by doing the runarounds. But if I'm gonna find them all, that's gonna be great. If not, whatever. Uncle, you killed poor old Glathriel. Yeah, because I believe that his quest is not worth doing, and I just made a mistake. I believe that his quest is simply not worth doing. Unless you're on a high level. Because the amount of gold you get from him is dependent on your own personal level. So if I'm gonna do this quest early in the game, I'm only gonna gain like 30 gold per thing, and basically what you need to do is you need to spy on somebody, and that's basically waste your time. The entire quest is a ginormous waste of time, and you're basically, like I said, you're better off always to just not do this quest whatsoever. Just ignore it. Switch the difficulty level to minimum and just shot the Glathriel from a long distance. And then just watch the announcement that there are some mysterious forces noticing you, and then you go to bed, you wake up next morning, the freaking Palpatine is waking you up. And then it turns out that actually being woken up by Palpatine is actually a good deal, because it's Lucille LeChance, one of the most favorite characters in the entire game, because Wes Johnson is such a freaking Chad, and he does phenomenal way when it comes to phenomenal. Again, he does a phenomenal job when he voice acts. Like, god damn, dude. Yeah, I don't need that key anymore. Common, another common, 2 grants which I need to leave over here. Greater, lessers, and petty soul gems. Alright, I got myself a little bit lighter, which is great. Alright, new save, and Skingrad it is. Skingrad, sadly, the only thing I will be able to buy in Skingrad, it's not even soul gems, it's going to be the alchemy shop. And the alchemy shop, well, the lady got issues and she's very lazy and she almost never arrives at her work, probably because she's busy. You know, busy.
Hail!
Hydra. Oh, look at that, she's actually open this time. Well, what the hell?
Me? I'm Falano, House Lalo, as if that matters here.
No, it doesn't. Wait, which one of those? Which one of the options was it? Danger Colts?
What makes you think I know anything about? But it just so can't give you any better.
Okay, so it's probably Skingrad.
I'm the only alchemist in Skingrad. Not
That's
much
the lie.
business here, but I can't go back to Morrowind. It's just like anywhere else in the Empire. By the way, do you happen to know what the fine is here in Cyrodiil for necrophilia? Just asking.
Asking for a friend. Obviously we're gonna pick. Is this the first offense?
Let's assume no.
That's at least 500 gold.
That's nothing compared to Morrowind. Thanks.
Oh my god, Oblivion.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
You cannot make this. You just cannot make this shit up. You just can't. The question, the delivery, is just amazing. Hey, Jaybird. It is just
an excellent deal.
You know, just somebody pops out of nowhere and asks you such a random question. Oh yeah.
Pleasure.
Oh, 2 ectoplasms, nice. Yeah, I'm also Lemonale.
You drive a hard bargain. You bought that for...
I'm also Lemonade.
An excellent deal. That's a good deal. I would... That's...
But the thing about that question, Young Scrolls did a song about it. Yeah, I already have posted it in the chat. Master, if you want to post it in the chat, you can do that. You should be able to, unless I'm gonna have to give you a permit, which Thunder can also do that.
You're a fine negotiator. Pleasure. Take care.
Yeah, I'm asking for a friend. I know, right? It would be perfect if we had that. Okay, so we have the alchemical ingredients from here. Let's see. What kind of quest do we have? Oh. Well. Ninrut, Sindarian, and Skingrad. Well, guess what we're gonna do right now? We're actually jumping right into the Ninrut quest. He is in Westweld Inn. Westweld Inn. Oh, he's actually in that building. Okay. Well, I guess we have no other choice but to do the Ninrut quest now. Oh boy. No pressure needed? Yeah, that's good.
Hello.
It's fine. Westweld Inn. Ninrut quests. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sindarian Cellar. Can I talk with you, Mr. Sindarian?
What can I do for you today? You here to bring me some Nirnroot?
What about Nirn? Oh, you can actually trade with me.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
And he's also an alchemist. And he's drunk as fuck. Oh my god, look at all of that. Look at look at all that cheap wine. Jesus Christ. You sure you don't have a problem, my good sir? I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
You're a fun. You drive that. You're a fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the alchemy ingredients from him too. I didn't even knew that he can actually sell alchemy ingredients. I guess the more you know.
A bargain at any price.
And boy, does he have a lot of them.
You bought that for a song. That's a good... You drive... I let that... A bargain at any price.
Alright, he doesn't have anything else. Good. What about the Ninroot?
Yes, Nirnroot. Haven't seen any yet. It appears as a slightly glowing shoot that grows right out of the ground.
Yes, tell me about that odd root of yours.
A few years ago, an adventurer not unlike yourself sold me a musty old tome containing alchemical formulas. Most of them were worthless. But one of the moldy pages contained a recipe for a potion known as an elixir of exploration, a sort of ultimate dungeon delver's brew. The formula looked sound, except it required an extremely rare ingredient. Yes, you guessed it, the Nirnroot. I put the book aside because, frankly, I had so many other delicate experiments going on that I just didn't have the time to go plant hunting. Now that you're here, that changes things.
Oh boy. Okay, what about this elixir of exploration?
The elixir of exploration is a multi-purpose potion that was obviously created with the dungeon explorer in mind. The formula describes many magnitudes of the brew. If you're interested, I wrote a short missive about it for the Imperial Alchemy Symposium. You bring me 10 samples of Nirnroot, and I'll make the elixir available to you at a huge discount, as well as give you one for free.
Oh boy.
The best place for you to start would be Shade Leaf Copse, which is a part of the Great Forest northeast of here.
Shade Leaf
Good
Copse.
luck, and hurry back with more of the Nirnroot.
I already have at least 20 Ninroots in my house. And to find Ninroots, I found a total of 10 Ninroots. I should return Sindarian, Skingrad. Yeah. I have at least 20 Ninroots in my house. So I need to get to the house and bring them over here, so then I can just continue on with the quest. And let me tell you something. This quest takes horrendous, and I mean horrendous amount of time. We also gonna go to Shadeleaf Copse as well at the same time, so we can basically check that area out for any other Ninroots. But I will say this much. Something tells me there is a huge chance that we might need to duplicate the Ninroots, because every single loot item in the game, doesn't matter if it's outside, exterior, interior, respawns once every 2 in-game weeks. That's always was with the Bethesda, and it's always gonna be here. So if I'm gonna pick every single Ninroot, you know, by walking around the entire water basin, every single corner, and I'm not gonna find the required amount of Ninroots that he requires, then I'm gonna be kind of screwed. It's a type of a quest that you need to do. You either start this quest at the very beginning of the game, because if you're gonna start it late, like I do right now, it's not gonna be beneficial to you whatsoever. Alright, back to Skingrad, because I have a total of 30, though I remember that I have stolen 2 and I have eaten 2 as well. So...
Go take your break.
But that was
Another day.
quite back in the past, so I think at this point those Ninroots should spawn back again.
Visiting Kavach.
Okay, I cannot...
You have that well met.
I cannot talk with the Sindarian because his basement is currently closed. So what I am going to do is I'm going to wait till next morning. How goes it? 12:31. Yeah, it's going to be 8 hours. Should be enough. But yeah, this the Ninroot quest is basically a ginormous traveling quest, which I believe that actually
You
might
have the
take
hands
me...
of an illusionist.
That might actually take me an entire day. It is not a small quest, even though the objectives are easy, but it is not a small quest.
How goes the search?
I have your... What about the exploration? Maybe let me ask you about this.
Fantastic. You actually found 10 of the Nirnroot.
Yeah, I did.
I'll begin making the elixir of exploration right away. According to my research from the tome, I'll need at least 20 more Nirnroot to make the next magnitude of elixir.
Oh boy.
In any case, if you come back in about 24 hours, I should have the weaker elixir ready for you.
Yeah, but I have the 20 Nirnroots as we speak right now, because I have 30 with me, right? Yep, I have them right over here. Seeking your roots. Getting 20 more samples.
Leave me to my work.
Oh, so he doesn't want to talk to me for the next 24 hours.
All I needed was the...
Okay, so let's wait for 24 hours. Not a problem, not for me. Yeah, I guess you could send the link.
Any more luck finding Nirnroot?
Yep, there it is.
If you need to know more about...
Read the missive. Okay, elixir of exploration then.
Here's a weak elixir of exploration. Not bad, eh? If you want more, you can buy them from me. I've discounted them for you, of course.
Okay, I found 20 more of Nirnroots. I should return to Sindari and Skingrad so we can begin creating the moderate version of the elixir of exploration.
Any more luck finding Nirnroot?
Yep.
Amazing! You found 20 more samples of Nirnroot. Well done. I think if I'm to create a strong version of the elixir, I'm going to need an even greater number of Nirnroot samples than before. 30 should do it this time. Yes, that would be perfect. Oh, and as usual, I'll have the moderate elixir ready in 24 hours.
Alright. So now we need to wait another 24 hours. And then we're gonna go and look for any sign of Nirnroots in the entire game. Which, well, we picked up 30, but we're gonna basically look into the main bodies of water, around the ridges, you know, around the islands for all the Nirnroots that we can find.
Hey, good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
As promised, I have your moderate elixir of exploration. Use it well. I have more available for a great price if you'd like. Hey, good. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Weak potion and moderate. Fortify health and fatigue and night eye. Fortify health and night eye for 300 seconds. It's only 300 seconds, by the way, so it's only for 5 minutes.
Nirnroot doesn't need sunlight to thrive. Don't forget to...
This is where the similar quest is in Skyrim with the Crimson Nirnroots as well. Yep, scavenger hunt. Yippee! Yay! I am so excited about this. We have Shadeleaf Corpse. I'm gonna go for that Shadeleaf Corpse first. And that's supposed to be in that direction, if I read the map correctly. I'm also gonna pick other alchemical ingredients as I go along, because I like alchemy. Also, alchemy is a good way to earn money. good and honest. Well, we are over here, and I can already see one of the Nirnroots. Thankfully, Nirnroots have 100% chance to get harvested, so we don't have to worry about that. There goes number 3. 27 to go. Okay, so if I want to start looking for the Nirnroots, I think the best thing I can do right now is to go to Imperial Sewer and just go look around the Imperial city, then check out this small island over here, and after that, it's gonna be the entire Lake Rumar. All the crevices. Every single inch. Alright. Let's get to looking. Do I have any petty soul gems? Because the mud crab is attacking me over here. Mud crab. Horrible creature. Wait, I don't have any soul gems with me? What? Oh, I only have lesser soul gems. Okay, makes sense. Naturally, if I'm not gonna find the 30 Nirnroots right now, basically what I am going to do is I'm going to dupe those Nirnroots. Because I'm not gonna waste like days upon days to look for the stupid plants. That is just not gonna happen. You know, looking for a plan for the potion that I'm never gonna use. But because it's a quest and I want to complete it, therefore here it is. Hey, look at that. Mud crabs. Huh, you're in some kind of a pearl. Pearl. It's not coral, but it's a pearl. I think I should use a different spell. Or maybe not, because the speed makes me not find some of the items in this game. So maybe let's not do that. And now then we're located. Oh no, two mud crabs. What am I ever going to do? There's also this over here. City Sewers North Exit. Don't mind if I'm gonna explore that, so I can bring a little bit of variety and fun into this. Oh, look at me close to the hard log. Yeah, bullshit. Okay, so this gate cannot be opened. Hello, Mr. Rat. Hey, take a look at that, another one. Imagine finding Nirnroot in a freaking sewer. Okay, this guy was armed. This mud crab was armed. He had a fork with him. He was probably some kind of a freaking clan leader. Ooh, that's actually not bad. I'll take it for selling. He had his wannabe trident. Yoink. The one thing that would make my year is Mass Effect 3 multiplayer coming back. It was such a good co-op game. Simple to the point, but if you had a good team, you could just wreck. You could be an absolute shredder, even as a solo player. And if you knew how to perform the tech and biotic explosions. Dark Souls 3 have came back out as of 2 days. And I jumped into the game. I played for like maybe 30 minutes. But let me tell you, Ringed City was never so full. Is there supposed to be like some kind of a lever, some kind of a button? Yeah, this can be only opened remotely. And I'm actually looking for the remote. For the remote, like a lever. Please tell me I am blind. I probably am, I don't know. I think this is the entire sewer, though I really doubt about that. What if that closes one door but opens the other? No, not really. It doesn't open the other. It just opens and closes one door. Let me take a look at the mini-map. Yeah, there is a path. There's definitely a passage over here. There's no way to go uphill. There's no crank over here. This crank opens something different. Yeah, it really feels like there's no way of entering over there, not at least from this side. I'm gonna assume that this is a complete dungeon. Even though obviously it's not a dungeon. What do I see in front of me? That's another cave, you see? And I am going to explore it. Best gunplay? I really liked it. I remember I could do a lot of damage by playing the engineer with the shotgun. Because with shotgun you had several pads going at the same time, so it was a higher chance of applying the incinerating stats or any other stat that you had at the time. Bandits? Yeah, I can do the bandit. Another archer. Another weakling. Oh, you are a dark elf. So you are going to... So you're going to be a little bit more resistant to fire. Take that. N7 Piranha. Yeah, if you're not using N7 Piranha behind the cover, you're just gonna get yourself ready for a absolute inaccuracy and absolute worst recoil in the game. Period. It was not the best weapon to use when you were running, unless you are going for something that's, you know, strict close distance fighting, then yes, maybe, but other than that, nope. Other than that, not really. Which is sad. I mean, as a support character, like for example, some of the adepts or sentinels, which can definitely be considered as a support class. And also probably one of the most damaging classes in the game if you play right. They can definitely benefit from hiding behind the cover and just giving a passive amount of DPS on the enemies, 100%. Charge, then just demolish everything. Yep. It also depends on the ammunition, but because the packages, you know, the packs that you had in Mass Effect, you always had to buy the ammunition packets by playing the game.
What's that?
Okay, I'm gonna have to summon. Oh, can you stop, like, being a prick? Wait, the Khajiit doesn't know I'm here? Or did the... Yeah, Khajiit just went to sleep. Oh my god. You know, just apply a fire status on any NPC or multiple NPCs if you can with the incinerate grenade. Then just charge with the Vanguard, and you are just good to go. It was so good. And then you just had a massive fire tech explosion everywhere in the area, and it was just, you know, against the regular Reapers, you were just basically indestructible. With Cerberus, it was slightly different because Cerberus was always using more of a shield-oriented classes and flesh-oriented classes. It was fun. Let's see the aisle, so I need to go over here. I don't know why they didn't include the multiplayer as a separate thing in the Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. They just didn't, which makes me super sad. I cannot go through that. Well, you know, it is what it is. I know there's a project that tries to revive the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. That's a great haul, and both are great hauls, okay. They definitely would make a lot of people happy. I would have a game that I could stream for a longer period of time.
It's you. If you're all alone in the woods and you see a troll coming, you run.
Today you die. Now you don't know. I'm just warming up.
Why won't you die?
Okay. I'm gonna smell it dead. Glass makes me drain magicka, but that's just a poison. The poison wouldn't do shit to me anyway. Ah, crap, I shouldn't do that. Or maybe, hold up. Oh, just a little bit, mud crab. And if I would fall down, I would fall into Abyss. Because this is Abyss. I actually decided to utilize for the second time in this entire game. That's interesting. I would play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer like it's nobody's business. Like, seriously. I'll probably most likely play it during the weekends after I would grind, you know, all the character, all the weapons, and all the classes. Which is not really that... It's not too much of a grind when it comes to, like, obtaining the weapons. It's a grind to maxing out all the abilities. Okay, this cave is clean. It doesn't have anything. I can basically leave. I still remember human infiltrator with that. Hold up, Piranha was a shotgun, wasn't it? The Hurricane was a submachine gun. Piranha you could easily hold. I think I just mistook Piranha shotgun, the N7 Piranha, with N7 Hurricane. Hurricane was the one that you needed to use behind the cover. I think that's a lesser soul. I can capture it. Lindai. I also have not went to Lindai whatsoever. There's a fake crown over there. I'm definitely gonna go there eventually. Oh boy, okay, you're not dying for one shot. Now you're dead. Please tell me that this was a lesser soul. It was a lesser soul, thank you. But yeah, maybe one day we're gonna see Mass Effect 3 multiplayer project to come to fruition. They're gonna have to figure out how to make like a server to run this entire thing. Because they definitely gonna need like a main server to run, and then it's gonna be peer-to-peer. Depending on how many people is gonna be willing to play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Also, EA could just, you know, move their asses and be like, hey, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. It's N7 this year, N7 month. Here you go. Have fun, enjoy it. But EA doesn't really care about making people happy. They only care about releasing another NFL game with a lot of microtransactions in it. Because, you know, people want more microtransactions and not an actual game. NFL, FIFA, all of that bullshit, it's all just hunting for that sweet, sweet dollar. Maybe one day the things are gonna change. I need to take my anti-allergic nose drops. Give me a second. Hey Edgar, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, glad to see you. Literally the same game year after year, yep. And only very small, very little changes when it comes to, you know, graphical stuff. You are mad? Well, welcome to 2022, everybody is mad. We are all insane here. There's no sane person in this zone, in this area. We're only talking in insanity mode. But welcome. Hope you're doing well, Edgar. You probably have to be absolutely honest right now and absolutely real. You probably have your own reasons to be mad. Don't know what is the reason, but you probably have one. Bad mood? Yeah, everybody has those days. Everybody has those days when just nothing works out, everything just is there to piss you off, and it just... everything grinds your gears. I know that. I know the feeling. Well, what do we have here? Some kind of a cave. Well, might as well I can explore it. What can you do? I don't know.
Hello. Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous.
Amanda said I'm not going to take it. Oh yeah, okay. You got to get mad. I'm a human being, god damn it. Hey, look at that, more bandits. How not surprising at all. Of course you noticed me. Of course you did. What should you do? I don't know. I'm not you. I don't know what makes you distract yourself from the problem that you have. So I don't really know what can actually, you know, work for you. Usually when I'm mad and I'm mad about something, I'm simply using my friends to communicate. And if that doesn't work, I have a little wall that is right next to me, and I'm simply punching it once or twice so I can just release the anger, so I don't unleash that anger on innocent people that are around me. Usually that works for me. Searing blast, okay. You don't have friends? Happens. You might not have friends, but think about it that way. 20.6 seconds, nice. You might not have friends, but think about it that way. You're at least not. You are not getting disappointed. You're limiting yourself to the people that you can really trust, and that's good for you.
What's that?
That pretty much means that you have standards. Pretty high standards, but those standards are yours, and keep them. Take that. Once again, the things that are working for me are not necessarily going to work for you. That's the major... That's the trick right there.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Be the Lord.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna try to attack me. Oh, you're a lone wolf. Okay. Then if you don't trust anybody, I don't understand the reason for you asking a question about yourself being mad and looking for a solution. Because no matter what kind of solution we are, or anybody of us is going to give you, you're not gonna trust that solution. Okay, I already had the Searing Blast. You try, then don't claim yourself to be a lone wolf. It only makes you feel. It only makes you look edgy, and not good edgy, cringe edgy.
I can't imagine eating one of those things.
Oh, I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Yeah, he just, oh my god. Again, he didn't perform any animations to disarm me, and again, here we are, I'm being disarmed. Nice. Again, he didn't, oh my fucking god, this game, dude. He didn't had anything. He didn't perform anything to disarm me. And yet here we are. Weapon just dropped twice in a row for no reason whatsoever. That makes so little sense. The soaring mechanism is just broken. Okay, I leave, see you tomorrow. Okay, whatever. It's you who is leaving. Maybe you just have a bad day, and you just need to sleep it all off. Which, if that's the case, then you're gonna wake up tomorrow, and tomorrow's a new day, and just keep thinking like that. Okay, this entire cave is cleaned up. Did I went downstairs over there? I don't even remember. I think I did. So I'm gonna go through. Yeah, I went through here. Alright, let's just leave this place. Alright, it's nighttime. Let's save the game before I'm gonna venture more and go into the left. While still looking for Ninroots. So we made the circle. We are back in the Imperial City. The crisis is never over. Wasn't there, like, when it comes to Crisis game, wasn't there like a trilogy of like remakes, or did they just remade the Crisis 1 and then they just left it behind? Like, I never heard anything about any other Crisis games. Like, only have heard that there was the Crisis 1 graphical remaster and that's it. Okay, what sees me? Oh, another mouth crab. What a surprise. Yoink. I wish that Ninroots were a little bit more noisier so I could hear them better. Because Ninroots are making sound, and that sound is... I ain't gonna lie, it's not very audible. It is not a very audible sound. So mostly when I'm looking for Ninroots, I need to rely on my own eyesight, if anything else. Because hearing them, you have to actually really approach them to hear them. Hey, Yodamo. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Drink some water.
Well, you caught me in a good moment because I can. Also, I don't have any more tea anymore, so... I don't have any more tea anymore. Yes, that's definitely an English sentence. Cheers. Moist. Alright. Goblins! We all know what it means. Do I want to deal with that stupid cave that's filled with goblins? Screw that. Let's go. Let's just go. Let's just go. I'm just gonna straight up summon. And I'm just going for it. Crab people. Crab people. Five strong potions of healing, that's a lot of money. Lockpicks. Well, he's dead. He cannot bow anymore. What do you see? Oh. Good job. Okay, 66 gold. Cheap one, no. Jewel amulet, yeah, I can pick that. There was a little underground place over here. Yeah, right behind this door. So let's save the game before I'm gonna get inside. Yoink. Let me guess, my sword doesn't have any charges anymore. Yep, how could I ever figure out that one? Jesus Christ. I must be some kind of a freaking telepath. Yeah, I have 1 grand and 3 petties. Oh, that's the best I can do. Let's see, what kind of situation do we have? We have a gigantic system over here. Another one. And yes, I'm playing on the lowest difficulty for now because I hate goblins. I cannot stand these guys. They are absolutely annoying. Yep, that was like 3 stun locks in a row. Three 2 stun locks in a row. Not stun locks, but stuns in general. But yep, totally fair and balanced. Totally fair and balanced. Jesus Christ! Not even on easy difficulty, they are driving me absolutely insane. Because something tells me that that's why they were created, to drive a human being absolutely mad. Wait, I already killed you? So I need to go, yeah, this way. Two warlords. And the weapon doesn't have enough charge. Well, what a shame. Yeah, please stun lock me more. Paralyze. Now do the paralyze. I know you want to. I know you want to paralyze me. Just to freaking do it. An absolute annoying piece of shit. Any chests? Yep. And bring that. God is always God. Gold is always good. Okay, that was a miss. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the healing. The moment I'm gonna get enough magic out of this. Strong potion separation. Another guy, and I see another chest. Just a potion of healing, don't need that. Did I pick everything from here? Nope. There's one warlord. Okay, never mind that. Arrows of gold. Yep, and now we have the dwarven arrows that are enchanted that I'm not gonna use. Because they simply are way too valuable. They are way too rare to basically consider them to be useful. Really wish that this game could just start dropping just enchanted arrows at a specific level. Like if you are level 40 plus, it's pretty much an end game. Those arrows are end game. Or you basically make a separation. Every 5 levels you get a new variation of arrows. So level 5 you get iron, then level 5-10 that's gonna be enchanted iron, then 10-15 steel, 15-20 steel enchanted, and so on and so forth. So in the end, you always gonna have a variety of arrows that you're gonna find, and you're never gonna run out of them. Because on top of this, you also already have to consider that those arrows are under the RNG. It's not guaranteed that you're always gonna find the arrow of flame or whatever else whatever other arrows you can get in this game. There's just no guaranteed that you're gonna get always the same arrows. Unless you're gonna... You can manipulate the RNG, but to manipulate RNG, you have to make a save before you enter the dungeon. Then if you are not gonna find an item that you want in the dungeon, you need to reset the entire dungeon from the beginning. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work in a different way. Which makes an RPG like this, if you really want to get all the items that you want to get, it turns it pretty much into an absolute grindfest. Hey, look at that! Acrobatics 94. Something tells me I want to look for a trainer for acrobatics. I'm not sure if I have the... if I had bought the training for acrobatics this level, if I even got any training this level. I doubt it. But if I did, that sucks. There's one goblin over there. I'm gonna reach you, dude. Wow, a very hard chest that only has 2 lockpicks and 5 gold. Oh my goodness. This is, by the way, the if you find a chest like this, you realize that you have found a chest with like level 5 or something. That's not the high tier stuff that you should probably find in the game. Okay, I will assume that this dungeon is clean. I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna follow the coastline. Oh yeah, by the way, options, gameplay, return to the normal difficulty from this point on. It was fun cheesing what I could, but it's cheese no more. So this is the flatback cave, so what are the other entrances? No, that's the entrance that I have explored before. There's a chest over here. Ow. I'm gonna pretend that that hurt me, which it didn't. Maybe it hurt my pride a little bit, but pride is a sin, and we are a good Christian Minecraft stream, so there's basically no sin allowed. Oop-a-doo. Alright, save the game. How much time do we have? We still have a little bit of time. So I can definitely run around the coast. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna end up at the Sideways Cave, possibly. Or the Imperial Prison Sewer. I'm simply gonna clean up this Imperial Island, and then I'm simply going to start looking for the Nin route on the coastlines over here, which is gonna take me much longer. Wow, the arrow actually have landed on the enemy. Usually when you shoot an arrow into the water, it just almost immediately stops. So that actually surprised me. You know, Ninroot, a plant that doesn't require light to grow, grows in an open space right next to the water. Yeah, another mud crab. Oh, this guy was armed. He had a freaking spoon. Probably use it as a shield. Okay, I don't know where the other enemy is. It's probably just another mud crab in the water. I'm not gonna bother with that. It also could be a lemel. It also could be a slaughterfish. So God knows. What an exciting quest it is. Is somebody counting how many mud crabs I have killed so far? Because I don't. See an inroot. Another one. Thankfully, they are always considered to be a successful harvest. You can never fail harvesting an inroot. The inroot itself as a plant is not very useful, by the way. Yeah, drain health, drain fatigue, drain agility, drain speed. It is not the best because draining abilities is just... it's meh. It's very, very meh. Imperial Sewer Southeast exit. Well, what do we have here? Naturally, I'm gonna explore that because I'm a sucker for exploration. Also, one time today we have found the sewers to have... So I can open beneath the bloodworks, okay. I have managed to find that... Ninroots can actually grow over here, which was quite surprising for me. I've been here... Have I been here before? Yes, I was here before. Well, take a look at that. That means I don't have to explore this place, because sewers are incredibly convoluted, to say the least. And they are. So at least this section is done. Oh yes, oh yes. I definitely was here. So thank you very much. I don't have to explore that location anymore. I am good. Oh no, another murderous mud crab. Actually, you know what? Let's not waste the good arrows that I have. Let's just go for the weaker ones. I'm already abusing the weapon charges. Is that the island on the side? Oh, it is. Actually, the island that I'm supposed to look for is right there. Let's go for it now. A small little baby island. Maybe it has some Ninroots, maybe not. Only one way to find out. Someone tells me that we have a very good chance of getting 100 in acrobatics this playthrough. Which was not really planned, but I'll happily accept. Is there a way to actually climb on top of that little island? Doesn't look like it. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, here we go. Sadly no Ninroots, but let me check this little island over here. Maybe that's gonna give me some... Oh, this is the location where I can get the staff. Okay, okay. Never mind that then. Those murderous mud crabs again. Should I take the zoomies spell? If I'm gonna take the zoomies spell, there is a huge chance I'm gonna miss it en route. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that risk. No. I was thinking about making a screenshot out of that, but no, not really. That doesn't look as attractive as it probably should. I see Ninroots, but that's gonna be explored a little bit later. Actually, in a second. I'm going to explore that thing. I'm gonna get that Ninroot in a moment. Yep, that's the Imperial Sewer. That means we have made a gigantic circle right now around the Imperial City. And, ooh, that's a bear. That's actually a Spriggan. That is actually a Spriggan. Oh no! Not the mud crab. Yeah, this is the Imperial Sewer. That means that we have managed to successfully make a gigantic circle around the Imperial City. And how many Ninroots we have collected? Out of 30, by the way. 9. So we still need to get 21 of them. I swear to God, if he's gonna demand 14 Ninroots, I'm going to kill that guy. But I think this is also a good moment for me to take a small break. It's gonna be a good time to take a small break, and after that we'll be able to basically clear up the rest of the coast. Okay, for a second I see, for a microsecond I thought I see a Ninroot. But there's one right over here. Yoink! And what a perfect place, what a beautiful place to take a break right now. I'm gonna save the game. Toggle menu, because I know what I'm gonna be doing. And let's see. I'm gonna minimize this for now and switch to the chat time. So yeah, so far, we have managed to complete every single quest in Leyawen. Excuse me for a second. As I'm fighting here with the electronics. We have managed to clear up every single quest in Leyawen. We managed to return every single black bow that I could. Okay. And we're currently doing every single quest for Skingrat. In which, right now, the first quest that we have managed to do, and we are doing currently, is looking for Ninroots. And that's gonna take us a while, sadly, but it is what it is. Thank you guys very much for watching so far. Links to my YouTube, Discord, whatever you guys need is down below in the panels. If you guys are new to the channel, you enjoy the show, consider following me on Twitch. If you're watching this video, consider subscribing, ring the bell, stopping the like, all that algorithm stuff. That people are screaming at you. When it comes to form of support, you guys can support me on Twitch via Prime Gaming regular Twitch subs. There's also option of bits on Twitch. Subs are gonna give you ad-free things, some nice looking emotes, and bits are gonna give you even more unique emotes. And for more direct support, you guys can donate to me via selection of links. For people on YouTube, that's a description, but for people on Twitch, that's panels and also exclamation mark support. There we go, section of links in which you guys can donate to me any amount of money that you guys feel like you want to donate. So yeah, even if you cannot donate, it's not a problem. It's I appreciate you guys simply being here with me. Break is gonna take me 10 to 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna continue our on a Nerd hunt after the break, and hopefully I'm gonna see all of you guys after the break. So yeah, be right back.